So a friend of mine had a situation years ago in which a coworker of his found himself no longer employed with the organization, we'll say. And when this happened, some of this former coworker's duties fell into my friend's lap kind of by default. And some of the things that this person used to do, my friend just started doing out of necessity or sense of teamwork or out of the goodness of his heart or whatever. And he expressed to me recently, like, I don't really need to be that guy anymore. It's a lot of extra work for the same amount of money. I'm using all this energy I could be using for other things, and it's not really benefiting me. It's not moving the needle for me in my career. And I was thinking about this, and I had this very simple epiphany. He became the guy when he started doing the thing. He became the guy when he started doing the thing. So if you're the make the coffee guy, or the take out the trash guy, or the go the extra mile guy, it might be because you just started doing it. And you might look at reevaluating some things. Because it's one thing for other people to see you as the take out the trash guy, but it could be detrimental if you start seeing yourself as the take out the trash guy. And I know we always want to have a servant's heart, right? We always want to be open to putting others first. But for how long and at what cost? And again, I'm not answering the question, I'm just asking it. And I'm not talking about children, by the way, or disabled people. We're not turning our backs on widows and orphans. These are able-bodied people, your peers, who may be benefiting from your energy and your bandwidth. But what if you could take the energy you put into menial tasks that benefit a few people just a little and put that energy into impactful ventures that benefit lots of people greatly? Because this could absolutely go the other way too, right? This also works for things you want to do. If you want to be the business guy, you could start brainstorming. If you want to be the book guy, you could just start writing. If you want to be the farm guy, you could plant a garden. Or just plant one thing, see if it grows. If you want to be a dad, maybe talk to a girl. Point being, if you want to be the guy, start doing the thing. And there are more outlets and opportunities than ever before. Today, right now, there is more information, more education. There are more opportunities for partnership and collaboration than ever before. So I wanted to share with you some truths that you've probably heard, but I want to remind you of them, okay? Number one, the best time is now. You've never been this wise, and you'll never be this young. Let me say that again. You, today, right now, have never been this wise, and you will never be this young. And the intersection of wisdom and youth is a fantastic starting point for any venture. Because you need the vitality and energy of youth and the know-how and temperance of age. So the best time is now. And here's the good news. Even if you didn't start then, which is when you quote-unquote should have started, life does this pretty amazing thing. It gives you more nows. Like now, or right now. It's almost infinite how many nows there are just in one day. So pick one. So number one, the best time is now. Number two, you don't need anyone's permission. The age of the gatekeeper is virtually gone. The gatekeeper is the market. The gatekeeper is you. The gatekeeper is me. We are the captain now. And don't try to get anyone's stamp of approval that you don't respect. If they don't have what you want, their opinion does not matter. And I'm not saying don't seek out help or trusted opinions or coaching or whatever. I'm just saying don't wait for someone else to fire the starting pistol. Your race, your pistol. So number two, you don't need anyone's permission. Number three, it's okay to not be good. In fact, it's almost a requirement. And to get good, you have to be okay with hitting publish on some things that you know could be cringy in the future. And you just have to iterate and tweak and iterate and invest and flop and keep showing up to do it again. So you kind of have to be bad to get good. Number 4, you have everything you need. You have everything you need. Write the vision. Talk about it. See it. See what it looks like in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. And if you don't have money, here's something you either don't want to hear or it may bring you immense freedom. You might not need it yet. If you don't have money, if you don't have investors, if you don't have partners and all the things that you think will expedite the process, it might mean you're not at a place where all that is necessary. So keep building, and when you need it, maybe you'll have it. I don't know. But keep demonstrating that you're the guy by doing the thing. See, we have a tendency of wanting to know that the Red Sea is going to be parted ahead of time, right? We want to know that it's going to part before we even take our first step out of Egypt. We want the waters to be parted and waiting for us as we approach, and that's quite often not how it works. So do what you can with what you have where you are. Begin taking steps, trusting that the right doors will open at the right time and that the wrong doors will shut when they need to be shut. So number 4, you have everything you need. Number 5, no one is going to stop you. And this goes either way. If you're going the extra mile and spinning your wheels, people are absolutely going to let you go the extra mile because it makes it easier on them. That's just human nature. But it's the same for things you want to do or enjoy doing. You may be bracing for high levels of pushback, and frankly, there might not be any. Most of the pushback will be internal because there is always a level of anxiety baked into doing something new. Let me say that again. One of the things you need to realize is that there is a certain level of anxiety that you will incur simply by doing anything new. If you don't believe this, I want you to try to feed a new food to a child. Let me tell you, the anxiety is real. And what do we say as parents? It's just food. How bad could it be? Don't you trust me? I'll never give you something I'm not willing to eat myself. If I don't like it, if I think it's gross, I won't put it in front of you. So maybe that's what God says to us. It's just, whatever it is, it's just starting a business. It's just publishing a book. It's just getting a license. How bad could it be? And don't you trust me? And if I don't like it, why would I put it in front of you? So number 5, no one's going to stop you. The only person who can stop you is you. Number 6, and I'll wrap it up on this one, long-term mission over short-term need. What does that mean? It means we sometimes want to start something because we think we need something right now. And often that thing we think we need is money. So we think, I need money, so I need to start a business. I need to make sales, so I'm going to do whatever. And the problem with this is, if you're going to do something just to make money, and you start doing the thing, and you're not making money yet, you're going to, consciously or subconsciously, become disinterested in the thing because it's not producing the intended results. But if you can turn your mission into your venture, if you can look into the future and see all the lives you've improved, including your own, including your family, that's the secret sauce, marrying the mission with the venture. So number 6, long-term mission over short-term need. So you can absolutely be the guy or girl, lady, woman, but you have to be okay with not being the guy on day 1 or being the guy and no one knowing you exist. And the question is, how badly do you want it? And how long are you willing to be consistent at submitting yourself to the unveiling process? And I say unveiling because no one really becomes anything. Anything you manifest is just a revealing. The raw materials are there. You just have to go through the necessary processes to draw them out and make them tangible. Okay? And speaking of processes, years ago, I went through a process of being young and anxious. And then I went through a process of being fathered and mentored by the Holy Spirit. That one's still ongoing. And then I went through a process of creating something that I think could benefit you, the listener. It's my latest ebook, Problems to Proverbs, Ancient Wisdom for the Modern World, Volume 2. See how I went straight from the episode right to the ad read? Never done that. Anyway, I've taken all that confusion and anxiety that comes with learning how to be an adult and do normal stuff, all while participating in an eternal kingdom in which I am royalty. And how do you navigate that? I'm being told that I'm the lender, not the borrower, but my bank balance is $11. How does that work? How am I supposed to process that? Make it make sense. So the book is a collection of wisdom, insights, and revelations that all are the result of me submitting all that anxiety and doubt to the Holy Spirit over years and years, and Him speaking back to me and guiding me, and here's a big one, reassuring me about so many things. Remember, He's not called Comforter for nothing. And I think we all pretty much believe it will work out somehow for us. We just need some reassurance sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I really want you to click the link in the show notes and start reading, because I'm really curious to know which page challenges you or blesses you the most. And each page is numbered. So you could literally just DM me on Instagram and say, hey, read the book, number 147 is fire. And I would know what you're talking about. I don't remember what 147 is, but it's probably fire because the book is fire. And I think you'll be wiser if you read it. Anyway, I'm Ryan Coleman, the real Ryan Coleman on Instagram, not Ryan Coleman on X. Please like, comment, and rate the show on whatever platform you use to listen. And most of all, I want you to share the show. And I'm not asking you to do this because it helps me, because honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure how all that works. I don't do ads or sponsorships or anything like that. But I do 100% believe in this show, and I 100% believe it can help people navigate some stuff and help them put some things into perspective. So please share the show with someone who will benefit from it. But as always, thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.